Welcome once again at Fox 7 News. I still remain Mr. O.G.B. You know, we have promised you to be honest with you in everything we do with you. And we have asked you in return, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel to help us to achieve this goal, which we are planning to. And our number one goal is to be honest with you. And as you all know, we are going to look into the Tinubu's reform bill, the current president of Nigerian reform bill. I have never in any way supported this government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, not because that I hate him, not because that I have anything against him, but simple because I have never seen any policy he put forward that I can say, okay, you know what, this policy is to help the poor. Because my concern in everything I do is about the less privileged. I am one. I am one of them. So I understand what we are going through. And we really need help from the so-called government. Because the government owns everybody. Now, what is in the reform bill? The tax reform bill is very simple. The tax reform bill, the main subject in there is talking about that you must pay your tax where the final consumption take place. It says you must pay your tax where the final consumption takes place. And I am just very, that is, I cannot understand why a real human being on his or her right senses will oppose such an idea. You know, like it says, the head office of MTN, which is almost one of the largest business in Nigeria, is in Lagos State. The head office of almost all the banks in Nigeria is in Lagos State. So currently, those branches they have in your state, in your local government, in your villages, they will package all our money, collect all our money, and go and pay tax to the Lagos State government, because that is where they have their head office. That's where they pay tax. And the law supports it. But now, the Tinubu government is trying to decentralize it, saying that, hey, you don't need to do this. What do you need to do? If you collect money from the people in Katsina State, you pay your tax to Katsina government, not to Lagos government. Tinubu says, no, it is not good. You have to pay to the Katsina government to support the people who supported your business locally there. If you collect money from the people in Akwa Ibom, if you collect money there, you pay tax to the state government. You don't have to take it to Lagos. That is what the current tax bill is talking about. But some people who produce little or nothing, carrot, show and shop, yams, they are the ones opposing it. How much tax do you collect from yam? How much tax do you collect from show and shop and all those stuffs? We are talking about companies that makes billions. And Tinubu is trying to take that benefit away from Lagos State government, and somebody on his right sense cannot see a reason to support it. I think that in this opinion, we strongly support Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And these Souths have to understand that these people called the Northerners, the elite there, they are not ready for building anything good for the betterment of everybody. Rather, they want everybody to go below the real Northerners. Like, you know, if you go to the north, you see a lot of Almajiri, a lot of beggars there. That's what they want you to, that's who they want you to be like. That's what they want you to be like. When do we have to understand and plan for our lives? Somebody who is not ready to be matured cannot lead matured men. A blind cannot lead anybody because he or she does not know where to go. You know, it is better to be good neighbors than to be with somebody who is not ready to grow. It is very clear to every living human being who can think and reason that these people are not ready to move forward. They still want to live like in the 1910, in the 1914, during that early time that the colonial masters came. That is the same life they want to be living in 2025, which is unfair, which I know that majority of you guys wouldn't like to live such a life anymore. You are ready to innovate, you are ready to improve, you are ready to engage, you are ready to get involved, you are ready to move forward with the rest of the world. But a little chunk of people are holding you back and you cannot speak. What is bad in the so-called reform bill that our northern brothers cannot see and accept it? Just because they think a little or nothing will be taken from them. But Niger Delta oil has been taken for years now to support the entire country, and they are not reacting. I think the people in Niger Delta, you guys have seen that something is really, really wrong with your mentals. Because if you guys are okay, I think it is a good time that you ask questions, that you have to, understand that you are being fooled. Yes, we are not asking anybody to be aggressive, but we're just saying, how can we build a prosperous nation that will benefit both the poor and the rich? The poor is only asking for opportunity to see where they can engage themselves gainfully